In the heart of the African savannah, there was a village named Buna, where the sun kissed the land with warmth and the river sang songs of flowing waters. Buna was a place of beauty, where the skies were vast and the grasses danced with the wind. It was in this village that a young girl named Amina lived. Amina was known for her kind heart, her bright smile, and her eyes that sparkled with dreams. Her family was well respected and wealthy, and they cherished her deeply, hoping she would marry someone who could bring even more honor to their name. Not far from Amina's home lived Jamal, a boy whose spirit was as free as the birds and whose eyes twinkled with joy. Jamal's family was humble, but rich in love and laughter. They didn't have much, but they had each other, and that made them happy. One day, as Amina was fetching water from the river, she met Jamal. They exchanged shy smiles and soon began talking. They found a special connection, sharing stories and dreams under the shade of the big baobab tree near the river. They talked about everything, their hopes, their fears, and the world beyond the village. Each day, their friendship grew stronger, and before long, they realized their hearts had found something more profound than friendship. However, in Buna, such love was not allowed. Amina's family had planned for her to marry a man of great wealth, a man who could provide her with a life of luxury and bring honor to their family. Jamal, though kind and loving, did not have the riches or status to be considered a suitable match for Amina. But to Amina and Jamal, love was more valuable than all the gold in the world. One evening, as the sky blazed with the colors of sunset, Amina and Jamal met at their secret spot by the river. Amina's eyes were filled with tears, and Jamal's hand trembled as he held hers. They knew that their love was forbidden, and their hearts ached at the thought of being separated. "We must be brave," Jamal whispered. "We have to find a way to be together, no matter what it takes." Amina nodded, feeling both scared and hopeful. They decided that they would leave the village at dawn, seeking a place where they could be free to love each other without fear. They planned to start a new life, far from the traditions that kept them apart. As the first light of day touched the savannah, Amina and Jamal quietly slipped away from their homes. They walked hand in hand, the only sounds around them being the gentle rustling of the grasses and the distant call of birds. The village they had known all their lives grew smaller behind them, and with each step, they felt both the thrill and fear of the unknown. Just as they reached the edge of the forest, they heard voices calling their names. It was Amina's father and several villagers. They had discovered the lovers' plan and had come to stop them. Amina and Jamal stood firm, their hands tightly clasped together, ready to face whatever came next. "Amina, you must come back," her father demanded, his voice stern, but with a hint of sadness. "This is not your destiny." Amina looked at her father with tears in her eyes, but spoke with a clear, unwavering voice. "I love him, father," she said. "My destiny is with Jamal. We want to be together, even if it means leaving everything behind." Her father looked into her eyes and saw the depth of her love for Jamal. The villagers murmured among themselves, some in agreement, others shaking their heads in disapproval. The elder of the village, a wise old man with a gentle face, stepped forward and raised his hand to quiet the crowd. "Love is a powerful force," the elder said softly. "If Amina and Jamal's love is true and strong enough to challenge our traditions, perhaps it is time we rethink those traditions." There was a long silence. Then, one by one, the villagers nodded in agreement. They realized that love should not be bound by rules or riches. Amina's father sighed deeply, seeing that he could not stand in the way of his daughter's happiness. With the blessing of the village, Amina and Jamal were allowed to stay. They built a small home by the river, where they had first met, a place filled with love and laughter. They lived their lives together, showing everyone that love can overcome any obstacle. Over time, the village of Mbuna learned to accept that love could bring people together, even when it crossed the boundaries of tradition. And so, Amina and Jamal's forbidden romance was remembered as a tale of hope and love, forever inspiring those who heard it to follow their hearts, no matter the obstacles they faced.